love the girls deep down inside, and I know that they have hate for us. I know they do.
Manipulative Melissa. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy Sam P. Let's talk about episode 4 of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. The gentlemen are back from their get together and we can see that they're all drunk. They had a good time. They're tired and they're all ready to sleep. The next day, we see Melissa with Joe. Joe is already at work. He didn't let the alcohol stop him from constructing his home. We see that their home is getting together and it's going to look beautiful. Melissa is there and they're catching up. While they're catching up, we also see Louis catching up with Teresa at the same time. So, what's going on? Joe is upset with Louis because Louis brought up the situation with Melissa and Joe on their podcast, said that they basically helped fed Teresa's family. So Melissa thinks that the way that she's explaining the situation makes sense. She's saying that
Sister was in jail. What we were saying is we helped Joe do this show so we could put food on the table.
Up with the girls. They're good, you know what I mean? There's times, you know what I mean?
they helped put food in the table because when Teresa was in jail, Joe Giudice needed to film with people and they were filming with him. The thing is that production is showing that Joe only filmed one scene with them. I don't think Joe was being paid by Bravo out of that one scene. I refuse to believe that. Melissa, you're lying and it is obvious. And I think she's being very manipulative, y'all. Like, I gave her the benefit of the doubt, like I gave to everybody else, but this time around, I felt like this was a reach, and she knows it. And I think that Joe is more upset at the fact that Louis brought that up because deep inside, he probably knows that they went too far. I think that Joe is trying to be more upset at his sister because he knows that this is not going to go to their advantage. Let me know what you think. Same time, Louis is telling Teresa what happened, and Teresa is upset. She doesn't understand how a little brother can call a fiance all those mean names. She's really upset about it, and she's at the point where all she wants is peace. Louis is telling her maybe you should call him and invite him to a love bubble party, which is also a housewarming party for their new home. Teresa does so. She calls him, and it was the most awkward conversation ever. It was so awkward. They both didn't want to speak. Felt that Teresa was trying, but she just didn't have the words. And that really made me look at her differently. Like, she doesn't know how to express her emotion calmly. She really has difficulties. Like, we can see that she loves her as a brother. We can see that they both love each other. But at that moment, she just didn't know what to say. And Louis had to help her. And I was like, wow, like, it's crazy how people can get that far in age and not learn how to correctly, quietly express themselves. So Louis helped her and he wrote what she could tell her brother, but when she talked to him, she asked him if he wanted peace. He said yes. And is there anything that he wants her to talk about? He said no. And then she invited him to the Love Bubble party and he said no. Teresa said, well, he wanted peace, right? So we have peace. If he's not coming, that's fine. He said we wanted peace. So she's really happy with herself and she's urging Louis. They really think that they did a good job. But on the other side, we can see that Joe is still upset. He is still upset, but as I said before, I think he's a drama queen because he is happy to be in that stage with his sister. I think at this point, nobody can tell me otherwise. Like, he's not trying. It's like he likes that situation where they are in because if he didn't, he would be open to mend the relationship with his sister whenever she turned the end toward him. Like, this is really obvious that he is not ready. He's still in his feelings and he needs to get over them to be able to start over with his sister. And y'all cannot tell me otherwise. Like that whole podcast thing talk about Teresa and Joe and their situation, how they went too far and they know they did. And I think that they're looking for ways to get themselves out of it. And sometimes, when you're in a relationship with somebody, it can be family or husband and stuff like that. Some people, they know they did you wrong, but what do? They get more mad than you, hoping that that make them right. That's not how life works. And I kind of think that this is what is happening with Joe right now in this scene. Let me all know what you think in the next scene. We see Dolores with her mom and her son. We see her mom, she's doing better, but she does not want to stop eating cake in the morning when she wakes up. You know, she just had a heart surgery and she needs to make healthier choices, but it seems that it's going to be really hard. They then talk about the situation between Frank and Dolores' new boyfriend. And yeah, she tells her mom what was said. Her son is also there and he's giving his opinion. I do agree that both men needs to discuss, but it is obvious that Dolores' boyfriend Polly is not like her ex-boyfriend. He wants to be the only man in her life, and I do not blame him. And it seems that she also understands him on that, and I love it for Dolores. We see Jennifer and her husband. They're going on a date night and they're ordering their food, and the food is looking great. And they talk about the fact that their son is going to go to prom and he wants to have a party bus. And she said yes. The husband is looking at her like, what? And he's like, well, you deserve it after all the stuff you have made us go through. And I'm like, Jennifer, girl, ooh, Jennifer. So then they talk about the relationship. The husband feels like she doesn't have his back. She feels that her husband doesn't have her back. And when we see the production, we can see that it's not that her husband is not doesn't have a back in the situation against the other ladies. It's just that he's trying to diffuse the situation. But Jennifer doesn't like it. She wants her husband to be with her against them, and that's it. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong, especially if she's wrong. She just wants her husband on her side. And I'm like, wow. I was a husband there. I felt like this man is going through it with her. Like how they've been married for so long. Was she always this way? Or maybe because they're in the show, she feels the way that she feels. I don't even feel like her husband is against her. I feel like she's not saying that all he's trying to do is to calm her down when she's fighting with those other ladies. Like, seriously, I don't feel like he's against her. Do you feel like Jennifer's husband is against her? I don't, but hey, that beautiful date didn't end very well and they went home. And I'm like, girl, all this talking and now you messed up on a good time. Next scene, we have Rachel, the new lady, with Jennifer Fessler, and those two, they said that they are kindred spirit. They really like each other. They have a good conversation, and then they get to talk about Jennifer. Rachel said that Jennifer called her to talk bad about Dolores, and Jennifer said that, and Jennifer Fessler said that Jennifer Aiden called her to talk bad about Margaret. They both don't like Jennifer. They do not understand why Jennifer is talking the way she's talking. I'm like, because she's immature, and maybe because she's looking for ally, and it's not working because both ladies don't see it for Jennifer. Next scene, we have Dolores and Margaret. They are shopping for Teresa Love Bubble party, and they're both talking about the fact that Jennifer has been talking about them. Yes, both Rachel and Jennifer Fessler came and told them what was said about them, and they are not happy. And all I can say is that Jennifer don't care. She's so immature. She's just bringing on the drama. She just want to talk shit. It is what it is. Like I don't even know what to say because the fact don't even make sense to me at this point. Like I thought that Jennifer and Margaret was in better terms, but obviously not. I'm tired. Let me know what you think in the comments. Next, we have Teresa Love Bubble Party. They're putting everything together and it is looking beautiful. At some point, we see one of Teresa's daughter coming in with a little dress and she's telling her mom it's a little short, but her mom is like, the shorter the better. I love Teresa's relationship with her daughters. We can see that she is a great mom. And then on, we see a scene of Melissa getting makeup done. And I'm like, girl, I thought y'all were not coming no more. It seems that they may have changed their mind and they decided to come. Said that she wanted them to go. Did I think she wanted them to go because they wanted to make up with Teresa? No, I think that Melissa does not want to miss a scene. and that's why she got her makeup done, because she doesn't want to miss a scene. She wants to make sure she looks good, and Joe is just too upset to go. He's not ready. So Melissa said, okay, she's going to go get a drink, then go home. All the ladies arrived, and they all ooh and ah, they have great gift and stuff, love it. And then Margaret, Dolores, and them talk about how Jennifer been talking about them and everything. Then we have the most cringy scene ever. Melissa comes and say hi to her nieces, which are Teresa's daughter, and we can see that it was tense. They're not talking. The daughters are not talking more than they need to. One of the daughter is like looking at her like, what? Melissa can feel that it is tense, but they're still remaining respectful and polite. Really, really bad. But then something was said in the confessional that I really disliked. Melissa said this.
It's just sad because I truly love the girls deep down inside, and I know that they have hate for us.
A girl the nerve. So now you're at a level where you're willing to even take Teresa's daughter and make them look like they hate you and your family, but you love them, right? So those little girls, those young teenage girls that are probably sad and actually told you they were sad to not see their cousins anymore, you feel like they hate you. And that really made me look at Melissa differently. That really, really did something for me. I was like, this girl is willing to even put in Teresa's daughter into the situation to make herself look good. And that was a low blow. That was a new low blow. After that, Teresa and Louis, they say hi to everybody, they make a speech, and then Teresa said that her friends are a chosen family. Do I think that he was a dick to Joe? Yeah, a little bit. It could have been, because she said that her brother didn't come, and he's her only family, so him not coming, means what it means. And the other ladies, Margaret and them, they're very quick to bring it up. Oh no, she shouldn't have done that and stuff like that. And I'm like, that is a problem because y'all didn't scream like that when y'all saw that Joe didn't come and supported his sister, right? Y'all were really quick to jump on Teresa when she said what she said out of anger and disappointment, probably, but you were not quick to notice that Joe didn't come. And sometimes you gotta be fair, especially in families' relationship. And I think that really really did something for Melissa, who decided to look like really, really sad. She wanted to act like she was crying. I saw no tears. Then she went to the restroom and acted like she was crying. And I was like, girl, stop lying. But what really confirmed for me that Melissa was just trying to sway public opinion in her favor was when, right after she was supposedly crying in the restroom, she went to Jackie Goldschneider.
The other day, Danielle, we got to talking about the mozzarella party, and I did tell her that you were very insulted. And then I did say, well, she did say that your shorts looked like they were in the hamper.
I'm like, girl, you thought you were smart, but you were not smart. How you, like, whenever you were done crying in the restroom, you could have just left the party. Your husband wasn't there anyway. You said you went there for a drink. You were going to go there for a drink and then go back home. But you finished crying in the restroom to not come and be back to work and bring up the drama between Jackie and Danielle. And I was like, oh, this girl is manipulative. She did that so that people can like her more. She did that so that for us, the audience, will like her more. I see a game. I peep a game. Y'all cannot tell me nothing. I peep a game. I peep a game. I want to know what your thought about this. This was really, really like a wow moment for me. So Melissa was able to succeed at that. And then Jackie started talking mean stuff about Danielle.
I'm even mad at that because I'll tell you, she is a horrible dresser. And she wore those hamper shorts 2 weeks in a row. I hate hearing my name conversation. Did you say something to her? She's not significant to me.
And I'm like, that's why you're a friend of the show now. Because you're jumping the gun with a fight that had no reason to be. You're talking about you don't give a F and saying all those things to someone that you barely know and that you've been judgmental to from the first time. That Jackie girl, she's really a mean girl. And then Danielle came in, she came in and she wanted to defend herself and she talks a little bit with her hands and stuff, which I understand because I do too sometimes. And she was like,
This is how I talk. This is how I talk. Wait, is that a threat?
when she said that, I was like, that Jackie girl, I don't, nope, 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 nope. I didn't like her. I'm glad that Danielle, defended herself. She picked her game too, and she kind of like cooled down, and she was like, okay, I see your game. I'm stepping down. Jackie left, and what? And then it went to Jennifer having a penderosa with the other ladies. Margaret is telling her that she knows that she's been calling other people to talk about her. So now Jennifer is saying, no, I called Rachel because of a nose situation. I told her her nose was ugly. My nose is ugly too. We both have ugly nose. What can we do? And then we talked about you. I didn't call just to talk about you. That's semantics. You knew what you were doing, Jennifer. Jennifer wants her here to talk about too. She realized that Teresa is not enough. Teresa is too focused about a relationship with Louis, raising a daughter, and fighting with Joe. So you need another ally. At this point, you only have one ally. You lost Dolores as an ally, and you're trying to sway the new girls to your side, but they're not with you, right? So they go back and forth, and once again, Jennifer shows how immature she is, and honestly, I'm tired. I am so tired. Listen, we all like some drama, but we need the drama to have some substance to it. Jennifer really thinks that the way she is fighting with this lady is entertaining, and no, to me, it's more annoying than anything else. She's extremely immature. You don't really see like an end to the whole fight. It's like she wants to drag it. She wants to drag it to the end, and it's tiring. And yeah, so that was it for this episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. I really thought that Melissa really showed her face there. Like, I really saw her for what she is. And it's so disappointing that she was even willing to bring in Teresa's daughter into this situation, which I felt I've really been trying in general to be as honest as they can. But I guess I don't know what to say. But yeah, y'all, for those of you that are new and are just discovering me here, welcome. And I invite you to, and to like, as this is really helping my channel. For those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much. I am so grateful to have you here. And I will see you all next week for a new episode. Bye.